I so agree with you, Penny. But sometimes and so often people avoid conflict.
Yeah.
And so what do you say to those people that have moved through life or moved through workplace avoiding conflict or avoiding doing that inner work and checking in, or in a workplace with so many unmanaged emotions? How can we address those
One of the
people?
ways I explain that concept in my seminars and keynotes and written material is that have you ever gone to the carnival and played whack-a-mole?
Yes.
You've got that big hammer and the clock set, and those moles keep popping up in the holes, and you have to keep hammering them down. And you're just like whacking. You whack one down, out it pops over here, out it pops. And at the end of 2 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever that time frame is, you're literally exhausted from trying to keep the moles from popping up. That's what it's like trying to put a lid on and keep suppressed all of the resentment and bad feelings and old stories, which are mostly fiction, trying to keep them down. And you've got this filter because we know from our upbringing and our training and whatever influences that we've had in life that we really should show up a certain way. So from the neck up, we're supposed to be some professional worker who can handle and manage stress, but like from the neck down, we're just like a bundle of turmoil, like a bunch of moles just wanting to pop out. And we innately want to behave a certain way, but our filter has to keep going, nope, can't say that. Oh no, can't use the F-bomb. Oh no, you can't, you can't call this person out. Or oh no, you can't challenge what your boss says because, you know, and all of these things, it takes a lot of energy to keep them down. So what if we could just live an authentic life and talk about things as they're coming up and learn to talk about them in a way that's not hostile, that's not aggressive, it's not intimidating, but just to be really honest with people and just to be able to have the skills to say something like, there's something that I've been thinking about for days, and I really want to have an opportunity to share it with you. Like, would you be willing to talk about what happened yesterday, or would it be okay if I get your opinion on something? When we're able to do that, we we don't have to have that filter to keep things down. One of the things that I often say is where there is resentment, there can be no relationship. And if there is, it's kind of fake. It's not kind of fake. It's fake. Let's face it. It's like you're not authentic. You're not just living into who you really are and what you think. And from relationships that you have, how some of them are just so real and true and authentic, and you get to show up and you get to be your awesome self, and you get to be your horrible self, and you get to be everything you are in the moment just by being honest and sharing that. And the person that you have that relationship with just loves you no matter what, right? Like, isn't that peace? Isn't that the definition of peaceful relationships? But you're right, Barbara, people avoid conflict. And I think a lot of it is because of our upbringing, where we weren't taught how to, or given permission to speak up and just be honest, because we were made to think that that was wrong, or that the person that we're being honest with was feeling wrong. So somehow that's our fault, because we're honest, and you feel like you've done something wrong. Like, also our perhaps our religious backgrounds and upbringings, cultural backgrounds and upbringings. Perhaps there's something that you said in school that you got in trouble for. I mean, like I said, we carry these stories, but they're mostly fiction, and we really need to dissect those beliefs. They're limiting beliefs. We need to dissect them. And so one of the things that I often say is that you have to be doing your own work. You have to be doing your own work, meaning your own internal stuff, right? And people get what I mean when I say that. Some people get what I mean really clear, like, oh, I know what you mean. I have to do my personal development. I have to do my journaling or my work or however they do their personal reflections or their work with a counselor. And but some people don't get it. They don't understand what I mean when I say that. What do you mean my internal work? I've learned it as your work with a capital W. It's sacred work. It's very important. It's the highest priority work that you can do, and it's very valuable. Being able to recognize, you know, even just how you manage through conflict, and then you can start connecting some dots. You can take a look at how are the other relationships in my life, or let me start that over. How is this pattern showing up in other relationships of my life? Because we often exit one relationship thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, and then we do it again, and then we do it again, only to realize that there's only one common denominator.
Yeah.
That's always a fun aha moment.